So today we're going to talk about things that mums ask a lot. Now, how to keep training when life just keeps happening. Okay, between like your school runs, your nappy, doing your nappy, sleepless nights, and everything else, running the household, it can feel impossible to keep consistent, especially if you're training for a sport. But what we need to remember is that training doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, so I think a lot of people get stuck on the fact that, oh, I need to do 2-3 sets of this, I need to work out for an hour, I need to be in the gym for this amount of time. You do not. Because within motherhood, that is training, right? I mean, you're lifting, twisting, carrying, running, bending, like doing all these things often on limited sleep. So next time you think like, oh, I've lost all my fitness, like, remember your body's still moving, you're still doing stuff. A lot of my friends don't even leave the house and they're on like 10,000 steps. I have to leave the house to get 10,000 steps, like, so remember that you're constantly doing stuff, okay? However, I know this isn't like the strength element that you potentially need for your sport. So this is where we need to add in stuff that's more achievable. Okay, so we need to be always focusing on your pelvic floor, your core, and your breath, because those are the main components of our bodies. That is the spine. Okay, so if we've got a strong enough pelvic floor, a stronger pelvic floor, stronger core, and we're focused on that breath work, the breath work is going to help de-stress us. Using the breath work is going to help the core and pelvic floor work how they're supposed to, because 90% of people breathe through their chest, and only their chest rather than their diaphragm. So these are small things that you can do when you're laying in bed. Focus on that breathing. When you're sat down, when your kid's napping, or if you sit down when your kid's napping, you might not. If you can take it 10 minutes out just to focus on that, then that will make your sport a lot easier. Now, once you've got those foundations in, you can also do micro sessions. Okay, so like 5 to 10 minutes. Can you do it in the morning? All right, so you could do 5 press ups, 5 squats, 5 let's go for a core move, 5 plank steps maybe. Okay, and you could do this for 5 minutes and just keep doing those movements. So you don't need any equipment, you can stay in one spot, but it's more of a micro session on those days that you really can't fit in a strength session. Stack things with daily tasks. So you could stack doing a bunch of squats whilst boiling the kettle. You could stand on one leg and work on your balance whilst you're brushing your teeth. All these little things will add up. Okay, and again, remember that you training, have this mindset shift, you training is going to make you feel better. So you essentially are going to do more around the house because you're going to feel more energized by doing your strength session. So when you're feeling guilty about leaving your child with someone else to do a strength session, remember you're helping you and them out. Okay, so when mum life gets in the way, work on the small things, the things that you can do whilst you're laying in bed, or the things that you can do alongside something else. Pick something small and build up from there. If you just come into motherhood, pick something you can do, even if it's just 30 seconds or a minute of one exercise. It will add up and it will head you towards where you want to be. Just remember, things take time and you're allowed to take time doing these things. It's not all going to happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight.